Alright, welcome everyone. We were able to successfully set up our file, and we created a folder. We are seeing this, so let's create a file. Let's create a file. So we'll go back to our VS Code, and to create a file, there are two methods. Whether you right click here and say new file, or you come to the short icon on top of your lesson and say new file. So we're going to create an index.php. Index.php, and to give you an elephant symbol depends on the VS Code theme you are using. And my theme, for most of you that will be asking, you come to setup, you go here. My theme by default is dark model. This, you can use this, or you can switch to anyone that is good for you. But I advise you as a programmer, please use a dark screen to help your eyes, to ensure that you don't have an eye deficiency. So black screen is always better. So I'll close my Google chat, my GitHub chat agent. I'll close this. So this is what we have. This is our first index we created. Now PHP is, we know, is an hypertext processor language and used to run on our server. All documentation has been given to us online. So I will just quickly go into the PHP syntax. So when creating PHP, you need to write your less than sign because of the hypertext is working with, and your question mark, or your question mark, and your PHP will be here. Then since we are not really going to work with HTML document, I can leave it like it. I will not close it. But when we are working with HTML documents, we can close it, and this is how we close it. All right, with your greater than sign, you close it. All right, so this is the open tag, and this is the close tag. So we can have our HTML down here. All right, start using it and the rest. That's when we want to use an HTML. But this tutorial, we're not going to be using that. So for now, in this beginning tutorial, so we're going to have this, and let's just display an output. So how do we do that? We type on the keyframe hello world. All right, so we're going to create this hello world, hello world first application. So we have done this, and we want to run our files. So you need to know your file location. It means that we need to go to PHP Bootcamp, right? PHP bootcamp.php at 0 index.html. So I'll go to my browser and I'll click on this. So the first thing you do is to type your location and your slash, then the name of the folder you are in. We are into 2 folder. This is our first folder, Bootcamp PHP. Bootcamp PHP. Alright, then we have a slash 01 lesson. Alright, then we have a slash again. Then you can write your index.html php. So we don't need to write that when we are using the direct root folder. It will take us directly there. So showing me there is an error in my spelling. I think I didn't add one P here at the ending. So I'm going to add that and run again. Now you can see the hello world comment we created on our PHP is showing right here. Let's just check, and I can say hello PHP bootcamp. So I'll save that and I'll reload my browser. So I will see hello PHP bootcamp. So our result from our server and displaying on our browser. So this is how you create a PHP display output to display on your browser. So the first thing I'm going to teach you in this tutorial is your PHP comment. How do you work on your PHP comment? It's easy to give a comment in PHP. You just press your / and you have a comment. So our first thing we're going to be learning is we're going to call it a PHP variable. Right, we have our PHP variable. So this variable, we're going to explain, but if we save this now, because we are making a comment, we can't see it in our browser. Your comment does not show on your browser because it's highlighted out. Alright, so but if you type anything here on our PHP without echoing it, it will not it will not show. It will stop there, but it will not show until you echo. Alright, wherever you are going to do. So the first thing to know how to start a variable is a variable must have a name, and a PHP must have a dollar icon, just the way you are seeing it now. This dollar icon must be there, and wherever you are writing on it must have an equals to before your text there. So we can have that, and you see I've written a greetings. All right, then the variable name has been given. All right, the value, this is my value for my variable, this is my variable name, and this is my variable of PHP operator equals to assignment operators. We're going to be seeing that shortly in our video. So then you can come here to where you are right here too. So I will advise you, every one of you, our Dativa site is on. Well, you can check out our site. So you can check out our site. This is our site. You scroll down, you check for your PHP right here. Click on the PHP, and you see our PHP note on our PHP. What is PHP? How you different method you can see. You can nest it to where you are. But I will just come here to variable. We are on variable now. Now see the definition of our variable is saying variable is a name given for particularly to store data in a particular locations. It acts as a container for your information, and all these details are explained right here. All right, so this is what we have and what we're gonna be checking quite now. So yeah, you need to know that a variable can be local and global and static, and when we are using a function, we will be able to look at those local and variable and the rest. For now, just work with what you have, which is this first one, and how you can display. So you can easily copy your code here, and you can then paste it on your VS Code like this. You just press Ctrl A and paste. It will be there, so you can test run wherever it is saying. So that's our site for you. You can go through that again and again. So we have created two variables, which is the greetings, and we have created a variable that tells us the year. So we are in 2025 now. We want to echo this variable, so it's easy to echo this variable because what we did here was to echo our particular statement. So we want to echo a variable. To do that, we simply come back to echo, and we just come here to greetings. This is our variable for greeting, and you see clearly that is there. So when we create a statement in PHP, we must have this column. If we don't add this column, it will be giving us an error. So we must have a column here, so we can continue what we are doing. So we have these greetings, and we'll save there. If we reload now our browser where we are in our bootcamp, we'll see it's continued on the same line telling us welcome to PHP program, which is our greeting. And if we want to take this to the next line, we need to come back here and type a string. I'm going to explain the variable very soon, and we can come here and put here in a slash n, this to take to the next line. And in PHP you need to have concatenate this to be a dot, then you save and you come to your this and you reload. So you see, all right, I think so. All right, it should work. All right, let's use a PHP tag. Once we do that, once we use a PHP tag break tag. This break tag will allow us to break this down in HTML. This is called a break tag. So I'll come back here and I'll be able to break it down. So this is another method you can use to break it down. So you have this in a new line and also this in a new line. So that's that. This is how you mesh. This is called a string, and this is called a string save in a variable called name. So let's quickly look at the various ways we can combine this. We can also call this year also, as my is giving me a value. We can say year is the year. We can use also run that and this. So we can combine both two variables together. All we need to do is to come here and say echo break and come back again and say echo this, and we want to write our greetings. Greetings. Alright, so to concatenate them together, you put your dots and it will work extremely, but indicate a string tag here and put another dot, and you can specify the year, and that helps you out. So you have the greeting, the year, and this. When I do this, there you see a little bit error, which I will show you and make a correction. So now you see my welcome is showing, the year is showing. Now you see it's saying welcome PHP 2025, and there is a dot because I put a dot there, and we have no space before this other variable, which is our year, which we just declared now to this together. So this is called concatenation. I will just type it here so you see the spelling. Is a very important word. Alright, concatenation. In programming, it allows you to combine different variables together. In PHP, we concatenate using the dot, but in other language, they have the various symbol for doing that. Then let me remove this dot here. Alright, so I can save that now. Then I want to space between them, so I will just put a space. Then I have my year and year, so I will save and rerun that. So we have a space to that. So if we want to also add a dot, we can come back here and put another string here and put a dot right here, and we can have a exclamation mark. I saw that just now. Alright, it's a good one, but we can also put a dot. So let's reload that and we'll be able to see we have a dot. So that's how you write your long text in a very short line, and we'll be able to go that and read. So we have discussed on variable comments, variable comments, and PHP variable, and how we can concatenate so variables together. So thank you. See you in the next video.